Welcome back. It's week 6 of the Natty's Finest Fantasy Football Report. You know who I am, Commissioner Rob. To my left, your right, we have Rob, not to be confused with the commish, from, you guessed it, You Got Moss. He's our special guest this week. Before I get into anything, I'd like to apologize. You guys might have missed me during week 5. We didn't have an update. I'm not blaming anybody, but again, my people could not get in touch with the Sheehans, aka America's team. We didn't have an interviewee. I didn't want to do another week without someone interviewed, so went to the next best person this week. You got my squad, and here he is. Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
And we'll get to him later. As you know, he's just gonna keep me company for a little bit. We'll get to the week 5 recap. With that said, let's go. First game, Dem Boys versus America's team. Good matchup here in the end. It was all America's team. 117-75. Vic did get hurt for Dem Boys. They haven't been doing good ever since that happened, only putting up 75 points, while America's team is cruising strong, 5-0. One thing to be aware of, their top quarterback, Mr. Brett Favre, has been going through these trials, texting people he shouldn't be texting, has a hurt elbow, just got, I think, hit in the nuts today at practice. So, we'd like to see what kind of happened to him as the league goes on. If they're going to have a quarterback, I think their backup is Matt Hasselbeck, but we'll see what happens. They're 5-0. All they're gearing up is for the playoffs. EA Sports versus you're going to win the division, we're going to win the division. I don't know what your team name is. You were Team Gully. You switched to we're going to win the league. Now it's you're going to win the division. If you want to win the division, go ahead. We're trying to win Super Bowls out here. That's what we're trying to do. I don't know what your team name is going to be changed to next week, but the Super Bowl is the key. I don't know if you want to take divisions, to each his own. In the end, you guys did win 111-101 against EA Sports. Big points in this game. Philip Rivers, it seems like every week he is putting up 30-plus points for Team Gully, while Miles Austin did extra work for EA Sports, putting up 36 points. Duly noted, EA Sports in the East Coast Conference, 3-game losing streak. While on the other side, Team Gully, 3-game winning streak. I'm going to just give you one advice. Get a new name. Next week, get a new name. We're going to win the division. It's not cutting it. Next up, Franchise versus C3. This was just a blowout, an old-fashioned blowout. 126-62 C3. What are you thinking? I've seen a couple Facebook posts. Yeah, Commissioner Rob is on Facebook. I've seen a couple Facebook posts of C3 posting, I'm back, I'm this, I'm that. I heard you fell through a window, man. Are you all right? You haven't paid the league fee. You haven't picked up any free agents. Let us know you're there. Switch your lineup or something. You scored 62 points. I think that's the least this whole season. Oh, yeah, you're on a 4-game losing streak, too. Step it up, man.
And you play You Got Moss next week, or this week.
Woo, dang you.
It's not looking good.
Hey, I'm going to get to him later. He might have just wanted to put that out. Is Steve Hennigan back? Is he on a 2-game winning streak? You remember him from, I think the week 2, week 3 interview, Natty Report. He said he was going to be back. Just wait for him. Is he back? I asked you that, Fantasy World. Is Steve Hennigan back? Make sure you leave your comments on that. Next up, we had Team Kaiser versus Wildcats. Definitely hands down the best game of week 5. 153-151 was the final score. And you recall, Team Wildcats persistent, wanting an interview, wanting to get on the Natty's Finest League report. Since week 3, they were an undefeated team. They have lost the last 2 weeks in a row, guys. Two-game losing streak. They're no longer in first place of the West Coast Conference. However, Romo did put up 41 points for them. Chris Johnson did put up 30 points for them, but it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough for Team Kaiser's Matt Forte with 42 points. 4 players for Team Kaiser were 20-plus points in this. And again, they hand Wildcats their second loss. I believe Team Kaiser is 3-2, which is now tied with Team Wildcats at 3-2, and they're in second place in the West Side Conference. The backups versus Saints Nation. Real intriguing matchup here. As you recall, the commissioner, Moi, did red flag both of these teams. Both teams after the draft were looking a little suspect. We have Saints Nation with drafting back-to-back Saints first and second round. And then we have team backups, which is, it tells a story of themselves. They just draft all backups. However, they did prevail in this game against Saints Nation, who is 1-4. Beating them is not a big deal at this point in the game. That's basically like a free win from week to week. Saints Nation, I'm not going to try to down you overall. You did pick up Brandon Lloyd. That's a tremendous pickup right now. I believe he's the #1 rated wide receiver in fantasy football. So I do praise you on that. Wow, Sean Hill. Who starts Sean Hill? Backup starts Sean Hill. He's a backup to a rookie quarterback. But, he put up points. He got you the win. While Percy Harvin also did work, I got to tell you right now, this will not happen again. Percy Harvin, Sean Hill putting up points for the backups. It's just not going to happen. Mark my words. Also, duly noted, Team Saints Nation and K Weezy did want to let you guys know out there, Antonio Gates is on the block. Make your offers. It better be good. Last game of week 5, we had Squad Up. Again, these fantasy names got to step it up, guys. This is just a piss poor name. Squad Up. I'm going to win the division. I mean, what kind of shit is that? I think you were Crimea Rivers a week ago. I don't know. Against you just got mossed. This guy right over here to my left, to your right. Enough said. He's on a 3-game winning streak. He's in first place of the division. Ray Rice and Knicks put up 30-plus points. With that said, I'd like to introduce my guest again, Mr. Rob. Coach, you just got mossed. How does it feel? You're in first place of the league. You're 4-1. What's it feel like being in first place?
Man, it feels good. It's early. So I ain't gonna run away with it too quick. I'm gonna wait, play it out. Like you said, if you're gonna play in the league, look at your rosters, change your rosters, step it up, make necessary trades, and improve your team. Cause I'm ready.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
That's enough said. Out there, make changes in your roster, and he is ready. Who's gonna take him off? He's the king of the mountain right now. Who's taking him down? C3, you're next.
Let me in.
All right. You have a 3-game winning streak taking you to the top. First, you beat Squad Up, 128-76. Then you squeak past the Wildcats to take over first place.
Great game.
119-117. I know you remember that. And then you beat Team Kaiser, who's also in second place of your division. 1 game back, 117-86. How'd you get through these 3 games? It looked tough, but you managed to get through them pretty easily.
Believe it or not, Carson Palmer, he held it down a couple games.
Okay.
But running backs is where it's at. You need running backs to make it to the next level. And the running backs I got, they holding it down for me. Got a good defense. It's all coming together,
Okay, and that's one thing that you to be aware of out there, fantasy audience. You need to get your team to come together at the right time. Granted, it is week 6. Get your team prepared for the playoffs. You need to come together at the right time where they can culminate these 150, 130-point games. That's how you win. For all of our audience out there, your name is one of the names that stand out in the league. After you win a game, you have a quote that you like to say, you just got mossed.
Yes.
Can you explain a little background about that, name? How did it come about? What's you got mossed mean?
Well, when I first started, my first year in fantasy, I had Brady and Moss. That's when they went to the Super Bowl. Anything Brady threw up, Moss was catching.
Right.
So, I came up with you got Moss term because, that means you can't stop me. Whatever I do, it don't matter what you do because you're going to get Moss. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, Moss, he my favorite player right now. He catches everything. You can't stop it. I put up points. You can't stop it. You just got to try your best. And, I shouldn't have lost to the shitty ass backups.
What?
But, things happen. He just happened to have a good week that week. But I'm still in first place, which is all that matters. And I'm holding it down. Anybody out there, anybody who played against me, they know what it means. You got Moss, Step it up next time. You might get another try. You might not. But I'm going all the way, baby. That's all I got to say.
Okay. I was going to ask if you had anything to add, maybe something to C3 next week. Seems like you got that all out. Is there anything else you would like to add to anybody else in the league? Any of those people talking out there?
The only thing I got to add is that, Chad, I'm coming for you. You're going to be my next victim to get mossed, and I guarantee a victory. Holla at me.
Okay. Again, thank you, Rob, for being this week's guest on the Natty's Finest Fantasy Football League Report. Let's get into league news right now. We have some power rankings. Power rankings are out, people. It's week 6. We're almost halfway through the season. Power rankings as they follow. Number 1, guy to my left, you're right again. You just got mossed, putting up 561 points total. Number 2, Wildcats, the number 1 pick in the draft, 552 points total. Number 3, Team Kaiser, 544 points. Number 4, America's Team, 5-0. top of the East Side Division, 536 points.